I'm gonna make a marinated pork tenderloin with a noodle stir fry. I'm gonna make a peanut vinaigrette, a little bit of sweet, and I added a little bit of some spice.
You have 15 minutes left.
I just have to put my meat under the broiler. Just a matter of getting it all together at the last minute.
Marida.
What's this called?
Noodle stir fry with a sweet and spicy vinaigrette and a cilantro salad on top.
You certainly nailed it with the hot and sweet. I thought the seasoning was perfect.
What I really admire about this dish is the Scotch bonnet. Have you worked with that ingredient before?
Yes, I use it all the time.
I don't think anyone else even used that pepper.
You know, those flavors are strong, bold. That heat just pushes you right to the edge. But then that sweetness brings you right back. It's that fine balance that you managed to achieve.
Awesome.
What is that?
In front of you is an array of raw ingredients. Some are exotic, and some may be more familiar, just like you'd find in the kitchens of any quality restaurant.
But these ingredients are not just from any restaurant, they're from our restaurants.
It's really cool to see what these chefs are inspired by.
So my contribution to these boxes, taro, a basic staple in all Asia. Just treat it like a potato. Kimchi, something spicy. Sea urchin, a treasure from the sea. It's something you either love or hate, and we love it.
Oh, boy.
Darian fruit, in case you haven't noticed, it stinks. It's the king of fruit in Asia. If you can use this, you'll really impress me.
Marida, so tell me what you're cooking.
Monkfish,
What are the flavors in the pot?
mostly Asian inspired. I've got that garlic, the ponzu, a little bit of fish sauce, some miso. I even put in a piece of that kimchi in there for that spice.
And you have an idea how it's all going to come together on the plate?
It's in my head.
Sounds like you've got a lot going on.
I definitely do. I've made a little bit of a glaze for the monkfish, and I have a sweet and spicy kimchi slaw on the bottom.
Fish looks quite nice. Wow, there's a lot going on in my mouth. You got the fish nicely cooked. It goes nicely with the kimchi. And I'm glad you didn't over-season it, because kimchi is very salty. That was smart, and I like it.
It's good to see you thinking outside the box, and your repertoire is growing. You continue to impress.
It's really hard.
While the dough's raising, they need to get all their toppings ready. I would actually stick to the classics. Something that's filled, great chocolate top donut. I might add a little bit of sea salt to the top of that. I wouldn't try to reinvent the donut here.
Marida,
Yes, chef.
so what other donuts you're making?
I'm making a strawberry lemonade, a vanilla brulee, and a coconut donut.
That sounds very tropical to me. I'm interested in the strawberry lemonade. How is that going to get into a donut?
I'm gonna make this into a compote, and I'm gonna put it a little bit in the middle.
Ah, I see, in the center.
Yes.
Keep an eye on that clock.
Yes, chef.
My money right now is on Marida.
I think Marida cooking her donuts now is a good strategy. Now she can then focus on just the toppings and the fillings only.
Eric is doing 8 different varieties.
What, 8? He doesn't think the pressure test is tough enough already with having to make 3 donuts?
He's making it more difficult for himself.
15 minutes. At this time, I will be removing all your donuts from the fire and letting it cool.
It's so crazy to look down and you think that Pino or Marida or Eric is going home today. Those are 3 really good home cooks.
Come on, Marida, you got this, girl.
Look at that. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's not a good idea at all.
Holy fuck.
only have a couple minutes, Marida.
Last 5 minutes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heads up.
Nice job, guys.
Please bring your box up to the front. Okay, let's open this up. Wow. These look perfect. You're married to a policeman, right? Okay. Tell me what we have here first.
I've got a vanilla brulee, a strawberry lemonade, and a fairy coconut donut.
Let's do the coconut, because I love coconut. Love it. I can taste all the components. The glaze is just perfect. That, to me, is a very coconut donut.
Thank you, Chef.
Marida,
Hi, Chef.
these look beautiful.
Thank you, Chef.
Little jewels in a box. Let me try the strawberry lemonade. Sounds wonderful. That hint of lemon, it always makes that fruit come alive. And that's exactly what happens with this donut.
Thank you, Chef.
That strawberry is up front. That lemon is a second flavor. You are the donut diva today.
Thank you, Chef.
Well done.
Wow, Marida's donuts were stunning. They were beautiful. They look like they came from a shop.
Hi, Marida.
Hi, Chef.
So what are you making?
Mediterranean stew with calamari, and I'm gonna do a roti, Trinidadian bread.
A roti? Are you from Trinidad?
I am from Trinidad, yes,
Wow.
Chef. I hope that I can impress you today with a little Trinidadian Italian
Do I
fusion.
want fusion or do I want like pure Italian food? Like
I think you want to see a little bit of us.
an important mystery box. Someone's going home as well. You a number 1 or you number 4?
I would like to say that I'm number 1.
Good luck.
Thank you, Chef.
So some very interesting things happening out there. At this point, I think Kayla, if she could pull off the stuffed veal, and if it's still pink and moist in the middle, that would be very impressive, but very, very, very ambitious. I'm really interested in trying Marida's roti.
She's frying it off in a little skillet pan right there, and by the look on her face, she seemed to be quite pleased with it so far.
Eric, who's gone the traditional route, I think he's a little bit confused of what Italian, simple Italian pasta means. Like, I've seen a lot of raw garlic.
You have just 1 minute left.
Worried about overcooking the calamari. It's my biggest concern. I need to make sure that that calamari is cooked perfectly, because if I don't, I may be leaving the MasterChef Canada kitchen.
Last touches. Want to see good-looking plates. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Hands in the air, everybody. Good job.
There's always a chance in top 4 to go home, and I took a risk. I hope it paid off.
I kept it simple today. I don't want to seem very frantic in front of Joe. He doesn't know I'm like crazy yet, so.
I don't usually cook Italian. We'll see how it goes.
I'm hoping that it was cooked well. You never know.
The first dish we would like to try is you, Marida. Please bring your dish up.
Everything's riding on the calamari. I'm so nervous.
Okay, Marida, tell me about the dish.
I did a Mediterranean calamari stew, a little bit of capers, and a roti with olives and fresh parsley.
The calamari is cooked perfectly. Still very, very moist, very delicate. The tomato stew has very nice fresh flavors. You taste the olives, you taste the onions, you taste garlic, a lot of garlic for me. It's a very, very good expression of ingredients. And I think, quite frankly, it comes together really, really strong. Good job.
Thank you.
Oh, the dish looks beautiful.
Thank you, Chef.
I think you've honored Italian ingredients really well here. I like the fact that you added something that's from you, which is the roti. Very strong dish. Thank you.
Thank you, Chef.
I am so relieved that it's cooked right.
Marida, you had the second best dish in the Mystery Box Challenge. That means you get the next pick. The razor clams or the Dungeness crab?
I'm thinking about something that's going to be difficult for Eric.
I've never cooked with razor clams before. I have no clue what I'd do with razor clams.
If she's smart, she would choose the crab. Because Eric wants the crab so badly. I know he does. I can see it in his eyes.
Chef, I've never cooked with razor clams before. I have cooked crab many times. My strategy is one that's simple. Eric is a great cook.
Take the freaking crab. Do not let Eric have it.
That crab is so tricky. Chef, I picked the razor clam.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
I may have just given Eric $100,000.
I chose razor clams because it's something I've never worked with before. If I'm gonna move on to the finale, I need to do it big. It's gonna be tomato-based sauce, fresh herbs, garlic, scotch bonnet, lime juice, some nice mango in there for sweetness.
This dish is gonna take the judges to the beach of Trinidad.
The razor clam is one of my favorites. Steamed with garlic, a little bit of oil. That, to me, is simple, delicious. The real pitfall for her would be to overcook. Hi, Marida.
Hi, Chef.
You have never cooked razor clams before. Wise choice?
I grew up on an island where shellfish was readily available, came fresh to my door.
I mean, honestly, you know, Eric was over the moon.
Crab is a very tricky thing to cook.
Who do you think's going home?
I would say Eric. This is my moment.
I like your confidence.
Thank you, Chef.
2 minutes! I want beautiful seafood dishes!
Eric's tasting his sauce.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Marida's plating.
Kayla, I can't see any components of her dish.
She's gonna run out of time.
Just gotta get this pea puree perfect. I'm cooking for my life. My hands are just shaky.
30 seconds! Put those garnishes on, come on! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop!
Cook with my heart today. That's gonna get me to the finale, for sure.
This is the biggest moment of my life, and this dish is the biggest dish of my life. I just hope it's enough.
Right now, I'm very nervous. I'm hoping and praying I make it to the finale.
Marida, please come up.
I sauteed a little bit of garlic in some olive oil. I've got sweet mango, crunchy peppers and cucumbers, a sweet tomato, and a little bit of the razor clam juice to toss it all in.
I like the fact that you've used the shell. Great way to present, and it gives people an idea of what a razor clam looks like.
Yes, Chef.
Those flavors are wonderful. They work together well. They have good length to them, clean, crisp. I do wish there was a little more clam in it, because there's a lot of garnish.
The clam, spot on. I can still taste the sweetness. I'm really happy you didn't put too much heat in because razor clam is very delicate and you respected that. I like that. I like that very much.
Thank you, Chef. I'm making curried shrimp, roti, sliced avocados, and a pepper chutney. Definitely reminds me of my twin sister.
What are you making here?
I am making curried shrimp with roti.
Have you cooked with shrimp before?
Yes.
That's delicious. Wow, that is hot.
Yes, I didn't put that much in it.
Holy.
10-minute time check. 10 minutes remaining.
I gotta get some color in here. I gotta get my gnocchi in and into the pan. There's a few things that could go really wrong here.
How is Pino's gnocchi?
prefer a bit more sauce. But other than that, I think he's doing well.
I can't wait for you guys to try Marida's dish.
But it looks like a very small portion, so I hope I'm going first.
Marida, please bring your plate up.
While I cook this dish, I put a lot of love into it. I really thought of my family. Curry and seafood is what I grew up on. And it reminded me of my sister because she cooks like a Trinidadian grandma, also like my mom.
The avocado, I guess, is designed to cool everything down a bit.
Yes, nice and creamy.
And it works. This is, to date, the best dish I've had. It's incredible.
Oh,
You could have this in a restaurant anywhere.
oh, wow.
I want the recipe.
Yes, thank you.
I think I should do this the right way, on the roti, right?
Yes, that's
Which
right.
is nicely done.
No forks allowed.
No forks allowed, that's right. Well, I'm in love.
Yes. Thank you, Chef. It's such a big compliment.
Almost a case of the tortoise and the hare. Eric, he's always running around. And Marida, she tends to be sort of cool, calm, and collected. It's an interesting pair.
You got this, Marida.
I'm like a sledgehammer, and she's like a sword. Sledgehammer's pretty risky to bring in battle, but if it lands, it's definitely more painful. I'm gonna cook a lot, because that's what I do with my speed. And she's gonna cook simple, refined food, and probably smaller portions.
I am the total opposite of Eric. He does everything with brisk in it. I am naturally clumsy, so I like to take my time.
I'm making a soup inspired by my favorite meal from my Sunday lunch. All fresh ingredients, and it's absolutely delicious.
I think you can tell a lot about a cook in the way that they make a soup. She's actually very gifted when it comes to layering all those Caribbean, Trinidadian flavors.
A soup, to me, is just too simple and plain. For a finale dish, it's got to be really good to impress me.
Is your soup here?
Sorry, Chef. Oh, my God, I am so sorry.
Chef Claudio is wearing my soup. This is definitely not a good start to today.
All over his jacket.
Oh, my God.
I must say, it's quite delicious, actually.
Really?
Calm and steady, girl. Calm and steady, girl. I'm cooking with salted pigtail. It's a very cheap cut of meat, but it's packed with flavor and lots of fat, so it's delicious.
Marida looks like she's falling behind here. Is her pig's tail fried?
That's what she's just been cutting up now.
I can see the pork belly coming out.
Ah, buddy.
That looks amazing, Eric.
Oh, yeah. It looks good. The color looks beautiful. 1 minute! You have 1 minute left! Guys.
Come on, guys, you got this.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You had a chance to see these amazing dishes, but only Alvin, Michael, and I will be lucky enough to taste them. Let's go.
I'm pretty confident in my flavors. This dish is like my grandpa on a plate. He taught me like this traditional Chinese barbecue pork and dumplings.
The portions may be small, but the flavor is big.
Well done. You only had an hour to cook some very complicated appetizers.
Well, we're looking forward to tasting both your dishes. Marida, ladies first. Please bring your plate up.
I wanted to take something that's traditional, Trinidadian, and take it up a notch.
I have a pumpkin callaloo soup, a coconut lime creme fraiche, a nice breadfruit chip on top, and some lime pepper sauce.
Marida, I quite like what you've done, presenting the garnish and then serving the soup separately on the side. It's a nice way to help elevate the service of a soup. So well done on that.
Thank you, Chef.
Marida, The flavors are absolutely delicious. The gentle heat, the creaminess, and then garnishing it with these wonderful jewels of pumpkin, the crispy fried pork tail, the flavors of the cooked down carrots and onions, the little shadow beni, the contrasts. This is an elevated Caribbean soup.
Your presentation has improved dramatically. I mean, this is restaurant presentation. The taste, absolutely spot on. I mean, I would come back again, and again for this soup.
It's a beautifully balanced soup. What I find extraordinary about it is that you've taken ingredients from your homeland and you combine them so brilliantly with some Western ingredients as well. You've just left me wanting more. So it's stunning.
Thank you, Chef. This dish is Trinidadian and Canadian meat. So I've got the black cod, and I've got some pigeon peas.
I love fish, and I love it with fresh mango and cucumber chutney.
This is flavor right here.
There's the Scotch bonnet. I love my Scotch bonnet, okay? It's delicious, it's spicy, and it's got flavor, just like me.
Oh, that smells good, Marida.
You smell it up there?
Yeah, girl.
Marida, what you working on?
I'm working on my cucumber chutney.
They're all telling you it smells good.
Yes, Chef.
Sure does.
It sure does, absolutely. I can smell the heat in that, too. It's got a good solid base.
Looking great, Marida.
Have you worked with black cod before?
The good thing about the black cod, it is kind of forgiving. It's going to be
I'm not so
nice
sure about that myself. Because it is a white fish that is very flaky and become overcooked very quickly. And when it's overcooked, it is dry. And nobody wants to eat a dry piece of fish. Keep it nice and moist.
Thank you.
I have to make sure I cook that cod perfectly, or else I'm done like dinner.
30 seconds!
Woo! Come on, Marida. Yes, beautiful.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In tonight's second course of the MasterChef Canada finale, Marida has plated black cod and pigeon pea puree, while Eric has prepared egg noodles with poached lobster.
Let's find out if they taste as good as they look. Please bring them to the banquet room.
I hope they brought their passports, because we're going to Trinidad with this meal.
The lobster has to be perfect, because I overcooked it last time. If I overcook it again, then what kind of redemption is that?
Marida, please bring up your entree.
I have black cod steamed in a taro leaf with pigeon pea puree, a fresh mango chutney on top, and fresh cucumber sauce on the side.
Marida, the pigeon pea puree, very nice. The tomato, sweet, concentrated, very strong flavor. The mango, bit of sugar you added to remove a little bit of the acidity. You have elevated this very simple dish from Trinidad.
You've created a dish, in my opinion, that is a destination dish. A dish that people would travel for, which is a huge accomplishment.
Thank you, Chef.
This piece of black cod, see how moist that is? How it glistens? That is exactly how to cook one of the most beautiful, delicate white fish that we serve in restaurants today.
Thank you, Chef. This is it. This is the final dish of the day. It's our make it or break it.
I have a lot of elements in this dessert. Ice cream, coconut, a rum sauce, a crumble. It's just a lot to do.
Slow and steady wins the race, Marida.
She's not peeling her apples, which I think is a bad idea. Yeah.
It's not gonna be as refined.
Marida, I see you've left the skin on.
I think it looks beautiful for the presentation. They're so thin that it doesn't even affect you.
Good luck. Keep an eye on the time.
This is amazing.
She's looking confident. Very confident.
30 seconds!
best, and if I don't win, then there's no one better to lose to than Marida.
I lasted till the end. I am feeling proud of myself.
Marida and Eric, it's time for the most important tasting of your life. Please bring your desserts to the banquet room. Let's go.
Marida, please bring up your plates. Can you tell us about your dessert, please?
I have apple crumble with coconut ice cream, a warm rum sauce, and some coconut dust on the plate.
Looks good. Let's taste. Lots of good flavors there. The ice cream itself, it is that big hit of coconut. The rum sauce, you get that hit of rum. It's not too sweet. The crumble itself, crisp, crunchy, nuts toasted beautifully. The skin on the apple. I think it would have had a lot more finesse had you removed it.
The ice cream is textbook. It has a great mouthfeel. It's rich. The apples have a wonderful, wonderful flavor. Absolute winner. So great job.
Thanks.
You seem to have this fence here. And I'm saying, are you doing 2 desserts? Does it work? It does. It certainly does. Coconut dust provides a nice texture. Ice cream, bang on. I love this dessert.
Thank you, Chef.
Beautiful.